Yo, what down, Joe? This is Hempman. I'm coming in with the flavor from Chicago. This is my top 10 list. These are great food in maybe not so great areas, but definitely worth the trip. Just keep your senses about you. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah.
What up, gentlemen?
Welcome to another episode of The Twisted 10. I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts sitting in studio, but I'm not the only one here tonight. We actually have a fuller than full house.
We're above studio average right now. I like
sure.
it.
Coming off of a heavy weekend of camping.
Yeah, I'm Josh. What's up, guys? I am not your host this evening.
That's right. And coming from a hot week of selling homes, I don't know.
Kinda.
How do you throw that?
I'm Ron.
Are you hosting?
I'm Ron, and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
No, I am not a host tonight.
What's the difference between alcoholics and drunks?
Alcoholics
One
and
goes to
drunks. I mean,
meetings.
one is a career, and the other's a hobby.
Alcoholics go to classes. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, so I'm also not hosting tonight, so that leaves us to our special guest. So this man has joined us on many episodes of the Twisted 10 in our Discord chat. So we stream our shows live to Discord if you're wondering what that's about. But he has joined us in many shows in there. I met him, God, I don't know, 2 years ago, but we'll get into that in just a minute. Maybe 2 years ago? I don't know, something like that.
Pretty
Maybe
close.
a year and a half ago.
Coming up on it.
But no, it's our good friend of the show and friend of mine. We call him Hempman.
Hip.
How's it going, gentlemen? How you doing out there?
What up, dude?
Listen to
This
that.
headland and
Welcome.
That's a
Blair.
butter voice, man.
Welcome to our humble abode.
You looking for
Happy
some
to be here.
voiceover work?
I mean, I could. I mean, what do you mean to say?
He's like, well, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean
We
to-
just want you to talk. I mean,
Okay.
I think
I mean, I can do that. I can manage that for.
I'm gonna have to go upstairs if Andrea
Little
happens
while.
to be listening to this show. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and take care of business halfway through the show.
Can I watch? Wait.
Well, we need somebody to hold the camera. But no, Hempman's joining us. So Hemp and I first met Hemp about a year and a half ago through a video game.
Yes.
Literally through, yeah, kind of.
I love it.
But no, we played DayZ together, and I think Hemp was one of the first people I met inside that little community, and he's like,
Sure.
yo, man, you should come up here and trade with us. This is back when our friend Jam was still part of the thing. So him and Jam kind of ran this whole trader business inside this game, and so I started trading with him, and I've kind of neglected
Yeah,
the game
man.
here recently because
Yeah,
I've
me
been too
too.
damn
I
busy.
kind of fell off from it completely, actually. But yeah, it was a cool little
Yeah.
peaceful trader community, one of the most toxic gaming environments in history. And we managed to do it, for solid
did.
almost 2 years, man. Like, no gunfire, didn't have to shoot anybody, never had to do anything.
It's cool. A
Everyone always
zombie
greeted us,
survival shooter game, and we ran it where we didn't have to shoot anybody in
Yeah.
an area that wasn't protected.
So when you say a toxic gamer environment, like what do you mean? Just in the
Just
Discord?
the ultimate, that and in game, I'm going to kill you, take all your stuff, burn it. I'm going to raid your base at 3 a.m. when you're not playing.
Oh, awesome.
Things like that.
It's
So
very
it was
Walking Dead.
Yeah, it definitely is.
100%. Yeah.
Just
3 a.m.
Except-
raids. Nice.
Yeah, it's like The Walking Dead if everybody in a camp went to bed for 8 hours and left.
That's true.
We're going to go underground and seal the doors. Don't touch our shit, please.
You did mention something. You said toxic in Discord. We did learn something in that community. So the community had hundreds of people that played this game on the server. And you had people that would play the game, and you were supposed to RP, which is role playing, which means you portray a character in the game.
Okay.
You could switch it up, you could be crazy and say whatever. It didn't matter. But that was part of the requirement. You had to be doing something. You can't just be Ron running around with a gun.
Understood.
You had to be, a wannabe cop, or you had to be
playing a
hunter,
character.
or
Yeah.
you could be a serial killer. I mean, that could have been your role.
Yep.
You just go around fucking shooting people. That's fine as long as you're in your role. No idea where I was going with that, but
I don't either, but that's
I was
usually my
talking
role
about
in
toxic
shooters.
Oh, toxic,
Discord
yeah.
environment.
we learned the difference. So there was a lot of players in that particular environment that would never get in the game. They would just fuck with people in Discord
Yeah.
all day long.
I
It
would
was
have.
brutal.
I could imagine. I mean, just taking a guess. As much as you guys get in there, game and stuff, somewhere along the way, one of y'all have like crossed paths and not known with my son. Man, he's a
Probably.
fucking dick in Discord. Just straight up, just a dick. I'm like, oh my god, the things they say to each other there is horrible.
That's likely. But that's where I met Hemp, and we've been playing ever since. He happened to come down to this direction. Like, you're from Chicago, right? That's home.
Yes, yeah, that's home camp. Basically.
Hometown Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago.
So he's got some family. In fact, our break music today is brought to us by Hemp's brother. So
that's my cousin actually.
Oh, your cousin
Paulie. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I heard the track. It sounds good. I didn't know where it came from.
Hey, Chicago might be pretty accurate.
Is it Adrian's brother, Paulie? Okay.
No, not him. His cousin. His cousin Paulie.
Dated reference.
Hemp came down and watched a SpaceX launch, or we tried to, but I think they scrubbed it that day.
Imagine that.
Yeah. But he's also doing some work out in St. Pete, Clearwater, a little bit in Palatka, some places all over. He does 360 virtual tours, which we may end up putting this video up later somehow, but he's recording us in here in 360 right now. 4K quality, 360, up, down, left, right. So you're going to get to see this fucking broke-ass...
up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
That's it. The old Konami code.
Now you're speaking video games. There you go.
Yeah, again, dated reference.
Josh showed me something. Speaking of that, Josh showed me something that was really interesting. One of my daughter's toys is a fake video game controller. So you push up and it makes a sound. You push the A button and it makes another sound. It's just a fake little thing. But
it's like an infant's toy. Like
it is straight up an
infant. It's not even attached to like number. It just makes noise.
Got to get them started early.
But here's the thing. You can put in that code, the Contra code for 30 lives, and it makes this special ring sound. Like it goes, woo, 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 you win. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's the equivalent of having kids' cartoons with adult humor. Bottom line there, you go like, yes, that's awesome.
That's 100% what that is.
Yes.
Yeah. That is something to make me appreciate and talk about that toy now.
Absolutely.
The whole point of that, probably them programming that in.
Whoever did that, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
You know, it's
good on
Fisher
you.
Price. I'll give it to him. Hit the bell.
Oh, I got to turn it
Plump
off.
off.
Hit the
Damn, wrong
silent
one.
bell.
Wait, no, not that one either. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking them all up.
What's
Off here,
happening?
off
What's
the
happening?
There we go. Old school, not on the road. It's a physical bell in the fucking studio. That's how we roll.
That was
Oh my goodness.
that was crazy.
Well, I am bringing our tradition forward. I brought a little bit of bourbon from our camping trip this past weekend.
Hell yeah.
It was a bottle that was gifted to us. For those who've been listening for a long, long time, you might recognize this person as the body of our old logo. So our old friend Kim. Yeah,
Kim Kennedy.
Yep.
Hemp can't see it
Suppose I
behind.
not say the last name.
No, that's fine. Up on the wall is our old Living Vicariously banner. Well, behind the hot water heater, which is this is a basement, is the logo. It was like a girl wearing just a thong or a Brazilian back silhouette inside a beer glass. That was who he's referring to.
I remember that photo shoot.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Totally do.
No, I thought you did.
No, you don't.
I remember it. I was there, and I was proud to be part of it.
Oh, all right, cool. Good on you.
So how does that sound?
So your wife stopped listening? Is that that's what
I
I'm
don't
hearing?
think I don't think she's ever listened. I need to like throw in a little something in there to see. I'm pretty much sure
that was your
think
thing.
you just did.
You'll be on the couch if she listens.
that's okay.
Guys, I'm not gonna make it next week.
Or any of the weeks
I
after.
have to repair my marriage
You
now.
did say it would be funny if you came into the show the next time and you were fired. Well,
Yeah, I meant fire from the show, not from my house.
oh, gotcha. But no, Kim Kennedy hooked you up with that, huh?
Yeah,
That was nice of her.
So it's nice. Yeah, this past weekend I went out. You've heard us mention them, the team, this group of people.
Teamwork.
The
cult.
I rehung
The
the
cult.
banner for tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the cult.
cult.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure the banner was
good to
back
see it
up.
up there. It's this past weekend was our big annual camping trip, like the trip. We had 34 people there. Can you say super spreader? Woo. Sorry,
I don't know what that means.
super spreader.
it's a-
There's a
that's-
pandemic.
That's a COVID reference.
That's a COVID thing. I know. I broke a rule, but
Broke the rule.
whatever. We're almost completely vaccinated as a group, so
I'm
it was
halfway
all right.
there. I got another week.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
I
my
got
second.
Congrats.
Moderna.
Cool. Yeah, it's it's just a weekend of just utter frat level debauchery. Just
That sounds amazing.
Out
You've
in-
had 2 good weekends, brother.
dude.
Bachelor party camping
Oh my
trip.
God.
And
Oh,
this.
And then
The
this.
Team
man,
camping
the
trip.
bachelor party was not a camping trip. The bachelor party was a cabin. And when I call it a cabin, what I really mean is a $1.4 million estate at the top of a mountain. That's really
Yeah.
what I meant to say. Yeah.
Nice.
So when it was one of the guys in the group, he said, "Oh, my parents, they have a house up in North Georgia." We're like, "Fuck yeah, let's go. Who cares? It's whatever. We just want to go hang out in the woods, play video games." And that's what we did. That was our bachelor party. It was awesome. We played D&D for 18 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was dope. We took a 6-hour sleep break, woke up, boom, kept going. It was cool. It's all my D&D buddies though, so it was very on brand. And the Bachelor wanted to run it, so he wrote everything. It was a whole big thing. It's
cool.
It's a game world that we've been playing in for like 4 years now, 5 years. It's super cool. But yeah, we top of the mountain, couldn't see shit. It was just foggy and rainy the whole time we were up there until we left. It was cool. So steep, almost didn't make it. At one point, going up the mountain, we're in a little Econo shitbox tiny car. And no, I guess not actually a tiny car.
That's a Nissan shitbox.
But it was we're going up the hill. It's probably like 35, 40 degrees, legitimately. Very steep at the top.
High grade.
And we hit a point where the GPS said, your destination's on the left. And we're like, no, it's not.
That's a cliff.
It's not. There was, fortunately, we were at like what would basically be a cul-de-sac of driveways. So there was just several driveways in front of us. And we just had to pick which one. So one of the guys, still another 150 feet above us, yells down, "Yo, we're up here, we're up here." We're like, "Oh, fuck, all right." But we had stopped the car, and I couldn't get it moving. I had to kick the guys out of the car. And Sully and DP got out of the car and like pushed it to get it moving again. Seriously, pushed the car to get us rolling.
How did you burn out the clutch in an automatic? Well, hills.
Yeah, and we got to the top, man. I was shaking. I was physically shaking from just the adrenaline. I was fucking nervous.
Stressful.
Dude.
Yeah,
it was
very stressful.
Yeah, I got to the top and they were like, "All right, cool. Everybody's here. You guys are here. Awesome. Shots? You guys want to?"
Perfect.
Yeah, good time for
yes,
shots.
Yes, please. Thank you. Then I'm gonna unpack my car. Jesus.
The whole bottle, please.
I'll just take all of it.
Shots of.
So Floridians are not used to driving in any kind of hills ever at all.
Negative.
Like the hill to come up my driveway is the steepest hill we all drive.
Yeah, it is for me actually.
It is. Yeah, literally for me too. Yeah, that's in my day.
Chicago's pretty flat because you're right there next to the lake.
Yeah, it is. You get out southeast a little bit towards like Starved Rock, it gets a little hilly, but yeah, it's pretty flat all through that whole Great Plains area.
Just fucking cold, man.
God, biggest mountain in Florida is like Space Mountain. I know that's a joke, but I think that's actually accurate.
No, it's one of our landfills. I'm sure is what's got it.
All right,
there's some pretty hilly areas, middle like central Panhandle area, going up that way. Even North Orlando's got some pretty hilly areas.
I lived in Niceville in the Panhandle.
Well, that's like right on the coast, though.
Yeah, it's true. It is on the coast.
You're right on the coast. More you get towards the center of the state, like Lakeland is a good example. Lakeland's got some hills, not big ones,
which
but
is ironic.
Lakes down low in the hills. I don't know. What about Hillsborough County?
I didn't say it was wrong. I just said it's ironic.
Maybe not. Hillsborough County is completely flat.
Yeah, it's 100% flat.
So Chicago, that's where the bean's at, right? The big chrome, the big chrome bean.
Millennium Park.
Yeah. And if I remember, I've never been there, but if I remember what I heard correctly, Chicagoans, is that right? Chicagoans. That's how you can tell I'm from the South. Chicagians.
We got some friends that have guest hosted in here before that have a podcast out of Chicago. They call it the Lower Fourth Dimension is what they call Chicago.
Plug bell.
Okay.
It's our guys at Hysteria 51. I'll hit the actual. It's too far now, but I hit the actual plug bell for those guys. But yeah, it's our friends Brent and John and Seabot, of course, from Hysteria 51. It's a pretty cool show if you're like conspiracies and
forget about
aliens and all sorts of crazy shit. They're entertaining as hell and they're very comical, but it's a cool show if you like it. If you're in that kind of crazy shit, cryptids, all sorts of stuff.
But I wanted to ask about the Bean Millennium Park specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It's surrounded by like commercial, right? Like retail.
Yes,
and all of
Magnificent Mile, basically that whole stretch of Michigan Ave.
And they're all connected by like tunnels and hallways, right? Because it's so fucking cold there.
Essentially, yeah, you can get down to the lake.
Oh, I thought it was
pretty much
a joke,
all
really?
biking path, bike path. Yeah, they were doing a whole big structure of interconnected super highway for bicycles. They spent
that's cool.
a lot of money renovating a whole lot of crappy areas and dumping it into bike lanes. They got like the 606, like that was an old railroad bridge. They turned it all into this bike lane, green space walk path. But,
Cool.
It's pretty cool. It goes through a bunch of old neighborhoods, opens up the businesses to more foot
awesome.
traffic. So it's a pretty decent plan, but probably overpaid for it like anybody else. Siphon off a couple million here, a couple million there. The Chicago way,
Government work right there.
Yeah, that's
the
where
way.
you gotta get in.
No, that's super cool. I have a coworker who's from up there, and every once in a while he's like, "Check out this cool thing my hometown's doing," and I was like, "Yeah, I got the beach."
Yeah,
That's
true.
it. He
It's
doesn't
got
care about the
ocean.
beach.
I mean, that's literally half the reason why I never left. I was like getting ready to leave, and when was it? Like end of January. It was like minus something. I'm like, nah.
Boo
I got
that.
some work down here
Yeah.
for a little bit until it thaws. Anyway,
I can't take it. I've lived in Florida too long. My blood is too thin, man. Anytime I get like our cold nights here, sometimes get in like we've hit the 30s this year a couple of times. Not freezing 30s, but frosty 30s. And that's too fucking cold. That is,
Nope.
I cannot do that. If I step outside, I'm in a full leather jacket. Like I'm park it up, man. It's I can't take the cold, so I can only imagine.
it was like
fucking
55
Chicago.
degrees in like February. I was wearing shorts. My aunt was
Damn.
freaking out. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, you mean down here?
Down here,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like 50s, 40s. I'm still in shorts.
We
She's-
always know the Yankees
it
when
was
they come down
tripping,
here.
man. She's
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" She's in a sweatshirt, bundled up, snow pants. I'm like, it's not that serious, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, you get that thicker blood from up
That's
north.
true. That's
All
true.
right, so we typically it'd be Ron, Josh, or myself that'll be doing the hosting, but tonight Hempman has brought us a list. Now we know Josh, Ron, and I know nothing about this list at all. This is 100% fresh to us.
Yep.
The listeners already know it because of the show title as well as
The bumper.
the bumper
That
at
we
the beginning.
probably forgot to record and maybe you didn't hear.
There's a fair possibility
Good point.
we will forget.
Good point.
But yeah, let's get to Hemp is going to host tonight. But before Hemp gets to that, let's where do our listeners go to check out our live stream
just-
and stuff like that?
Yeah, just before we kick it off, just our usual. Just want to be big thanks to the Twisted Council for supporting the show. You guys
Hell
are
yeah.
awesome. So appreciate you guys' involvement, all you guys do for us, and for hanging out in the Discord. Thanks for hanging out on our live stream and checking things out. So if you want more details on that, Twisted Council live stream. So there's a lot of activity here in the studio. I'm trying to
Ron was
trying
throwing
to-
baseball
trying to
signs my
scope
way.
it out. He's like, I don't know.
Slide
Well,
in a
I mean,
second.
a look behind the curtain, you had a little cough moment there and a pause. So I was trying to indicate to Adam, hey, check the timestamp on that to make his life
Cool.
easier. But he was
Got
looking
it.
at me like, what? You got to leave? I'm like, I was trying to point to my watch.
Pointing at
Like,
his
what's going
watch. I thought the same thing. I was
Jackie was
what,
listening.
What happened?
on? She was. She texted me, get your ass home.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, Twisted Council, you guys rock. Thank you. And we've got the live stream up if you're hanging out right now. Thanks for listening. If you want to find out about that, what's going on with Twisted Council and the live streams, twist10.com. Info's there, links are there. Go check it out. But Hemp, please take us away.
Okay, tonight's list is brought to you by years and years of grinding through Chicago, trying to catch meals places. Like I did
Nice.
Dolly Renegade stuff, moving all these different projects, and basically it's great food in maybe not so great areas.
Oh,
So these are
Nice.
spots that you're never ever gonna find. Like you would have to hear it from somebody. And people in Chicago really aren't that nice to outsiders. So if you're a tourist, you're gonna be eating at the tourist spots.
Yeah,
like
McDonald's.
the overpriced pizza spots, the rainforest cafes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
these spots. These are spots that like if you go there, they're gonna think you're a local, and ain't nobody even gonna mess with you. So 'cause
Sweet.
you know it's the good stuff.
What if, even if I walk in with my fanny pack?
They ain't gonna say no.
Okay.
They're not gonna bother you because if you're
They're not
there,
gonna
you
know.
know what it is. You're there for the food, because these spots are all.
Oh, yo, that's
Top
your
notch.
gangster name would be Realtor Ron. Inside that fanny pack is your
I'm
guy.
not even a realtor. And also, I
Well,
didn't
that's a
work
good
at Books
point.
A Million, Adam. Are we going to do this now with my new job, too?
I didn't say the name of the company. But yeah, Ron used to manage Hemp. Ron used to manage a bookstore and retail environment.
Oh, nice.
Books A Million.
I don't think he cared. But anyway,
I'm just propagating the joke at this point. I'm just keeping it going.
I understand. Yes.
So this is the best, like the top 10 hidden gem places to get food in Chicago.
Yeah, the
Fuck
spots
yeah.
that I've found through my travels, and
Is it just
worth
Chicago
knowing.
area?
Well, there's one that's actually outside. It's technically Cicero, but it's close enough.
Same thing. Is it like Palm Bay to
I say, does that
It's
distinction
like-
only
yeah,
matter
The
to?
CTA ends there. You know what I mean? There's a
Gotcha.
CTA line right there, so
Cool.
technically it falls in my list. You
That
can
works,
get there
dude.
for $1.75.
It's
Our
cool.
boys-
meal, so.
Our boys at Hysteria 51 are going to have to hear this one
This
because
is
it's
true.
Chicago based. Dude, I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And one other leading question.
Mhm.
So occasionally someone will bring a twist to their list, something maybe like a made up entry or being misled on something or some kind of hint through the whole thing.
Okay.
Anything like that? You got any secret twist we should keep right?
Don't feel pressure.
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
no.
have
No.
to have one.
No,
You don't
I-
always.
We haven't
I
done
really
one in
didn't-
like 6 weeks, so
Yeah,
or
I
6
really didn't
recordings.
bake one
That's
into it, man. I could have put some
No
more
worries. No,
No, you're
no
good.
problem.
Just,
No problem. It's twisted Because it changes every week.
It's because none of us ever remember to do it. That's all that it is.
Let me rebrand it, okay?
The Forgotten 10. Take it away whenever you're ready, buddy.
Okay, cool. So this first spot on my list is going to start us off right.
Number 10, yeah.
Number
10. It's going to take us right into the heart of the west side of Chicago. It's going to take us like Garfield Park, right? So it's by the conservatory.
Yeah,
So
the conservatory, guys, right?
You can go
Garfield
walk
Park.
over there, Garfield Park down there. It was actually, this neighborhood is a little rough and tumble. It was actually, the name was changed to Garfield Park after Garfield once he was shot and assassinated. So it's carried on that
Poor
that
cat.
moniker, like the whole
shit.
President Garfield.
Yeah.
Felt bad for that cat.
Yeah, so
All Garfield ever murdered was some lasagna.
With some lasagna,
sure.
exactly.
so
Garfield the cat, that is.
So this spot is called the Jerk Taco Man. It's at 4001 West Jackson Boulevard. And like I said, it's right in the heart of the west side of Chicago, man. The hours are from Monday through Thursday. And Sunday, it's from 10 a.m. to midnight. And then they got the special Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3:59 a.m.
Shit. Is there
So
an ordinance like you can't sell at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Some spots is
No tacos
like,
at 4 a.m.
well, some spots skate to 24 hours. They shut down for a half hour, so they're not technically a 24-hour joint.
Okay.
But this place, I think they just need to sleep because they're always cranking out the
We
good
need more
food,
strip
man.
clubs that do that.
It's a great Jamaican spot.
We might have that soon, Ron.
Super, super good.
Brevard's lifting
Jamaican tacos.
So
what are they lifting?
2 a.m. drinking ban. It's going to allow
Really?
24-hour drinking. Yeah, it already passed.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it hasn't gone into effect yet, but it's already passed.
What took them so long? Like, because I go to bed at 9:30 and because of shit anyway. But, if the old me could see me now. Ugh.
Like, thank you for getting out of retail.
Yes.
This list is going to make me so fucking hungry. I just had Andrea made some fucking spaghetti. I love her homemade spaghetti, but I just had it. But this list is going to make me hungry. I can already tell.
Sure.
You've been to these restaurants?
I have.
Okay.
I've been there.
And so I take it the specialty is like tacos?
Yeah, it's like I
Jerk
always get the
tacos?
jerk chicken tacos, man. They're simple, they're easy, they're quick, but you can go there and get a full bird, jerk chicken full bird at 3 a.m. That's when you really start reevaluating your life choice. I was there when I seen a guy just going savage on it, man. No fork, no knives, just right there on the ground.
Do you think he might have been on substances?
I'm not sure. When you get a
At
jerk
3 a.m.?
chicken jerk craving at about 4 o'clock in the morning, like there's some other things going on.
Beyond just you're a
Yeah,
little
besides
hungry?
just your craving.
Or
for
you're
the
picking it up for
tacos.
your wife at home. She's like,
That's true.
now,
That could
your
be it.
pregnant wife, like now, I need the fucking jerk tacos right now.
Mhm.
Yes.
But like the shrimp burritos are on point. It's good, man. It's good. They got the tropical lemonade. They got the fruit chunks in it.
Now, what's up
It's a
with the
hitter.
neighborhood? What I think I'm going to focus on too, because you see some of these are in some kind of rougher areas.
Yeah.
What's this one? I mean, to us, the hood is not. I mean, for Floridians who live in Brevard County, we don't have any kind of really rough. I mean, we've got some rough parts of town, of course, but I think compared to a big city especially like Chicago,
Sure.
what's rough? Well, what do we like? Lots of crime, or just drugs, or thugs?
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
Yes.
gangs. What are we
Yes.
dealing with?
I mean,
is
there's
all of that?
It's pretty much like some high gang areas, you know what I'm saying? But usually if you're not there causing trouble, you're not going to have a problem. Just be alert. Try to dress like an undercover cop.
Don't start nothing.
That's my thing. I always go crew
Won't
cut.
be
I shave
nut.
my head down, put on the blue shirt, some military boots. But nah, they're not. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's worth the food if you're in and out pretty quick. You
Just-
can call
yeah.
ahead now. Everybody's got the curbside now,
That's
so you can
true.
just roll up. You can Uber Eats too. If you're at your hotel room, they're all in there. They're on the Grubhub. They're on all that. So
Nice.
it's definitely these
Nice.
spots will do, except for this next one.
Nice. What was the name one more time?
This one is the Jerk Taco Man
Cool.
at 4001 West Jackson.
Cool.
You gotta get it. But this next spot, I'm not sure if they do Grubhub or not. But this is one I found doing Dolly. It's like a rainy ass day. Me and my brother was in the truck and we hit this spot. It's called Elliot's. It's on Augusta. It's a pizza and grill, man. Small little corner store. Looks like it's been there since like the 50s, and their menu has not changed, man. They got
Really?
daily specials. It's the only place that I've ever paid for a meatloaf. Just because, for real, we're on this thing. We're like, okay, well, we're going to Elliot's because we're over here again. So, and I was just getting the daily specials, and it happened to be a Wednesday, and it's, I don't know, the Wednesday meatloaf has been there forever.
Dude,
You
I
got the
like a
green
good
beans,
meatloaf.
the mashed potatoes. Yeah, but it was
Henry
like,
doesn't like. She's like, why do you eat meatloaf when you go? Like, if we'll go to Cracker Barrel, I
Yeah.
fucking love their.
It's
fucking meatloaf.
basics, but it's delicious depending
it's good.
on
That's
who
what I'm
makes
saying.
it.
And it just hit the spot, and it had like the home cooked meal to it. It was like $7.95 for the whole thing, the mash, the sides.
So
it's just
they're
really
they
good
you say
stuff.
they focus on pizzas?
Yeah, it's like a pizza and grill, but they're
they have it-
specials. They
Well, no,
got a
is
little
there-
bit of everything there.
So Chicago style pizza is supposed to be something that's world famous.
Yeah, like deep dish.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you want a
it's-
casserole, you gotta go to like Giordano's and get that. But
So you call those casseroles the big deep dish pizza?
that's what I say.
That's
to everybody
cool. I
else.
like
mean,
that.
it's a deep
I
dish.
caught-
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I like the thin slice, but I mean, a deep
Like
dish
New York
every now and
style,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, but
But Chicago is known, at least
it's
outside
known,
of
right.
Chicago,
yeah,
for
yeah.
the deep
People
dish.
are gonna go there and they're gonna hit the Giordano's. They're gonna go to like Geno's. They're gonna go to Uno and get their deep dish. But
Uno. We
Yeah,
have an
yeah,
Uno.
we
We have an
put those
Uno
in.
not far from
yeah,
here.
you know,
actually.
like I'm not really rocking with it. I don't really go for deep dish that often. You know,
Man, this list is gonna be all over the place. Number 10, jerk chicken tacos.
Jerk
Number
chicken
9, meatloaf.
yeah. Number 9 is the Elliott's, man.
Dude.
It's on Augusta.
Don't knock a good meatloaf, man.
It's
I
good,
will
man. It's
fuck up
at
a meatloaf.
4400 West Augusta Boulevard.
And I will fuck up a
No.
meatloaf with A1 and Tabasco sauce together.
I like A1. I like to make meatloaf with A1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is-
Over,
likewise.
yeah.
This is like the Humboldt Park area, so it's becoming gentrified. So it's not really
not too bad.
anymore. No,
Yeah.
no.
Cool.
They're rolling in, but hopefully this spot never goes away. Hopefully they don't turn into like a Starbucks because the meatloaf's good, man. It's on hit.
Do you guys
And
have?
they got a pretty diverse menu. They got the fettuccinis, you know what I'm saying? Your local Italian fare.
Oh man,
Like,
for
go
the
with
listener,
specials, man. Just go in there, whatever day it is, and just get the special. It's
The
like,
listener
it's
had
under
better-
$8. I think it's like $7.95. You know,
you had better have eaten, listener, going into this
Yeah, you
list.
just got to go to.
I
it,
hope
man.
that
Go
you
check it
haven't
out. Go
eaten
check out
already.
Elliott's.
Hell yeah.
Before you move on, you had mentioned something about I hope it doesn't turn into a Starbucks. Is there, and I'm probably not ruining something on your list, is there a local chain coffee shop, or what's the most popular coffee shop in Chicago?
I mean,
Like in Boston, it's Dunkin' Donuts.
there's a lot of little
dude, there's more
independent
Dunkin'
spots,
Donuts
man.
than 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it's
you know what I
definitely
mean?
the
They're everywhere.
Dunkin'. The Dunkin's there. in
So the
Chicago.
Dunkin', that must just be a
Chicago
big
runs on
city
Dunkin', but
thing.
there's a lot of like independent chains doing their own little roasters.
He even has the
independent
slogan,
roasters around.
Chicago runs on Dunkin', motherfuckers.
Well,
What
it does.
about
I
it?
mean, the whole world runs on Dunkin'. I think, at that point, I mean, they're so easy to franchise. I mean, cheap. I think you can get a franchise for like $2,500, something like that.
What?
They'll give you a truck. Yeah, they'll give you a
Let's-
truck and a cart for
Let's
like
buy
$2,500.
3 of
Yeah.
them.
They'll give
Wait,
you all the
Wait,
syrups.
hang
and
on
all
a
that.
second.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Josh is investing now.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready.
After show topic.
Yes.
Investments.
That'd be
Oh, I
Talk
got
about the
some fun.
stupid amount of money I've made on Doge.
Oh,
Stupid money
yes.
you've made on Doge.
Oh yeah, Daddy is liking that.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
All right, so we'll do that. We'll throw that to the after show listeners. If
Sure.
that's to our Twisted Council, you guys know where to go. If you don't, go to patreon.com/twisted10. All right, sorry about that. Hem.
And this is I mean, that's it for Elliott's, man. Just go there. Try to go on a Wednesday. Get the meatloaf. Rocking
Get
on.
the meatloaf.
Yeah,
There's
man.
this really awesome pizza place, but I suggest the
Yeah,
meatloaf.
just try it. Step out of your comfort
On
zone. with it.
Wednesdays.
On a Wednesday, on a random Wednesday.
It's awesome.
Now, have you had their pizza? Is it good pizza?
Yeah, we got a pizza. That's how I originally found the spot. It was like we just right across the street. We're delivering some furniture or whatever, and let's go in here. And
Do
get
they have a
slice.
meatloaf pizza? That would really
No, that's gonna change the game. That and I've been prototyping years for the Chinese food pizza. You know what I mean? Using like
Oh, yeah.
the chow mein noodles pressed out, but it always fails.
We've got
It
a
always fails. It doesn't last. It doesn't have like the leftover capability of like a
That's
normal
it.
pizza.
It doesn't
Better
last. You're
eat it.
hungry 20 minutes
You better
later.
eat it all.
That too. I mean, that too.
Eat it
But I
all in
mean,
one
you put it in the
sitting.
fridge and it gets soggy. It absorbs odors. You know what I'm saying? So the pizza changes. The whole dynamic changes. It's not good.
You ever been to since you come into the area, you ever been to Pizza Gallery
I have not.
down at the Avenues?
I have not.
They've got a bunch of weird ass pizza like that. They have one that's it's like spaghetti. They have spaghetti pizza.
That's
Yeah.
strange.
It's cool. The restaurant's two things.
Mhm.
It's obviously a fantastic, like world-class level restaurant. It's
Yes.
super good food, but it's also an art gallery.
Oh,
Every
wow.
piece of artwork they have in the entire
It's for
place
sale,
is
yeah.
for sale.
Like that.
Everything.
Owner changes
I like
them
that.
out periodically
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff.
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah, people do buy them too. People
Nice.
walk in there, stumble in there drunk, and like buy the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
It
He needs a
happens.
360
There's money
chart to
around
showcase
that
those
area.
art pieces. I'm gonna drop in there. And
there you
go.
go.
So
Hell yeah.
definitely
That's awesome.
get
I'm,
his
so-
contact
I'm
info.
sorry. What number are we on?
We are.
That was 9.
That
so
was
we're at
9.
We're on
So
number
we're
8.
about to go to 8.
About to go to 8.
Yeah.
8 is Alice's Soul Food. Now this spot, it's so soul that it serves Chinese food as well. It is. It's got the chicken wings. It's got egg rolls. It's got dumplings. It's got everything. You know, but definitely, you go in there. They got the liver and onions. Like I used to hate this as a kid. My mom used to cook all the time. But their liver and onions is good. It's worth a try to go in there if you like that kind of stuff. But it's Alice's. It's at 5638 West Chicago Avenue.
What else do they have besides liver and onions that they're famous for?
Nah, the only liver I've ever had is the one you get at
and they got
like
a smothered
Makoto's.
steak. The smothered steak is
Oh,
good
yeah, those
too.
little liver patties.
Yeah.
Smothered steak.
Yeah, go in there and get the smothered steak. I mean, all the sides are good. It's high quality food, man.
How's
It's good.
I mean, any other staple? Like,
No, I mean, that's just like I find my menus items, I lock into it. And if they're good, then
that's
I hype
what
the
I
whole
do with
menu,
every
you know?
restaurant. I have my favorite thing, and I pretty much don't change from that.
Yeah, and I can rate every single cheesesteak on the Northeast Seaboard. You know what I mean? Just because, but like I don't know. But
Dude, there's
definitely those two items: the smothered steak is good, and the liver and onions. I would say
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Andrea and I order from Third Culture Kitchen, this place right down the street from us. We fucking love it. It's no delivery. I mean, they might have a Grubhub or something, but we go pick it up. But I've always ordered their brisket burritos. And I've ordered probably 10 times. Yes, it is fucking fantastic. But it's brisket. It's a brisket burrito, like it sounded like. But on top, it's got a jalapeno aioli sauce that they use to coat it. And dude,
That sounds like some Adam stuff right there.
oh, it's so good. It's not spicy at all. The aioli sauce neutralizes the capsaicin. However, that is what you were saying to your one restaurant, your one food from that one restaurant, Ron. That is whenever we order there, that is what I get. I don't give a fuck what else is on the menu.
Yeah.
I'm getting those brisket burritos.
I have that way with most. I'm that way with most restaurants.
it's hard. Like new spots, I'll test it out. I'll test the waters, but once I hit something that locks in, I don't even look at the rest of the menu.
Yep,
like
100% right.
I'll run the list from top to bottom, but when I find it, it's like,
We had
everything else disappears.
Josh and I had a friend that I lived with in Colombia for a little while. But they had a restaurant down in Colombia called Crepes and Waffles, and it's quite literally what it sounds like. It's a bunch of breakfast foods, and then also mixed with dinner foods, and it's all themed around crepes or waffles of some kind. But their menus are numbered, and like a water is like 1, and it goes all the way to like number 300 on the menu. So our friend, he was my boss at the time, but Josh didn't work for me. He was Josh's friend. I guess coworker would be more appropriate for you.
Whatever. I know who you're talking. He's awesome. He's a fucking cool
Yeah, his
dude.
name's Jonathan.
I don't know what the label is, but he's awesome.
He started going down their list because we would go there every day for lunch, and he started going down this list trying to finish the entire menu.
list.
And he was in the desserts, so he was in like the 270 out of like 350 items or whatever it was. They fucking changed the menu on him. and people there knew him, like knew what he was doing. And because we would go so often and like, okay, number 52,
That's
whatever they would
gringo
say.
coming in, eating everything.
Well, they fucking changed the menu, and he's like, give me the manager now. So the fucking guy comes out, and he's like, here's our old menu. He's like, I already know what you want. You want to finish out the list, don't you?
Oh.
So he did it, though, I guess.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah, at least they chipped in and helped them out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You imagine the fucking fury.
So that last
Your
one,
OCD to that.
The
But
last one was
Was
Alice's.
Alice's number
Soul
8.
Kitchen. Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. Number 8, and that's in a high drug area, like high traffic drug
Oh,
area.
so you can get your soul kitchen food
But this
and
was
your...
like from the 70s, right? So it's got this old lineage of like old
so big
heroin that
drugs.
was coming through what was that? Frank Lucas? Was that the one that they did with Denzel Washington? Like the heroin coming through Vietnam. This was like a dumping grounds for it. So this is like one of the old areas from that. So it has remnants of those, older buildings that aren't really up to snuff. But yeah.
That's cool, man. We don't have...
There's some old history there.
We have no history like that in
but it's
Brevard. I mean,
coming
we have
back,
little
the area's coming
buildings,
back.
but we don't have actual history like a big city does.
It's bouncing back.
No,
Businesses
no,
like that,
definitely
help
not.
support it, bring the community back up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, Chicago's been known lately for, the last 10 or 15 years is super, super, super high crime.
It's
Like
a lot
the-
of gun violence, a lot of
gun
handgun
violence, handgun
and
violence.
it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we can get into that in the after show because I know the whole philosophy behind that.
Yeah,
If
that
you really
works.
want,
I'd
we can
love
really
to.
break it down.
I'm just looking for the positive, the
was
optimism coming out of
orchestrated.
there. Like, is it getting better? Is it starting to be less,
I mean,
or is it just gangs fucking with gangs? Is that
that's basically what it is. I mean, it's come down to like the fragmentation of old structured street gangs.
Yeah,
they locked
gotcha.
up the leaders, and then now it's like people are shooting over Twitter beefs. Or whatever. You're dissing me on Instagram. I don't know.
Diss me on the Insta.
Obviously there's
that
a
might
lot
be
of-
more real than you think?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm just curious what it's like living in a city with that high level
Yeah,
of
I
crime.
mean,
Never really.
if
spent
you're out
that,
there
but-
looking for trouble, you can find it pretty much anywhere, and that's basically what it is. There's a lot of
Damn.
people out looking for trouble. But
Damn.
then again, I've never really had any problems no matter where I went in the city because I always approach people with respect, Don't look like a victim. You don't get victimized, you know what I mean? Start a conversation. Hey, what's up? Ask them how their day is going, Connect with somebody on a human level and you don't got to worry about them,
That's true.
trying to jack you or whatever. But that's just my philosophy. It's worked for me. It might not work for others.
Hemp's words of
Just
advice.
see, man.
The toughest guy in the room.
Yeah, he's seen more than any of us put together.
Is it really that hard to be the toughest guy in this room?
Yeah, Ron. It is tough because we're
That's a good
all
point.
very macho.
Oh, so much.
I camp, okay?
Yeah. Okay,
You know-
you camp, you don't hunt, brother.
The three of us legitimately before the show had a conversation
Oh,
about our
God.
V-neck shirt that is in our merch store and how
Right.
posh or uncool it is versus what the younger generation. Yeah, no, we're not hard at all.
No.
No.
Oh, by the way, V-neck shirts up at our merch store. Go check them out. Adam's
Go
wearing one.
check
in
out the
studio.
one that he said he hated. No, I'm just kidding.
I like it.
I'm joking with
My
you.
wife hates it.
Oh, your wife hates it?
No, she doesn't hate it. She's like, that's not.
all
So
the
you're
other
gonna buy,
ladies-
so you're gonna buy
Look,
two more?
If you got
There's still women beating on the front door over this stupid V-neck.
if you got any little extra weight like I carry sometimes, V-necks don't look good on fat
Sometimes?
guys.
Okay.
Smart ass. Tell me about your diet again.
I don't know. I had
Sorry, we're
salmon
stealing.
and Arico Vare. Okay.
We're stealing him.
We're
Take it
stealing
back.
his thunder.
No thunder. Okay.
7?
Yep. To number
Are we on
7.
Yeah.
We are on 7. 7 is another soul restaurant, but it's the other side of the coin. This is all vegan. It's an all vegan.
Oh.
It's called the Original Soul Vegan. It's located at 203 East 75th Street.
Original soul.
In this place, they've been doing vegan food there for like over 30 years. I think it's like 33 years.
Holy
They've
crap.
been
Oh.
serving vegan food as medicine. So everything on their menus 100% vegan.
As medicine. Wait, back that up. As medicine.
As medicine is like, because certain things like dairy and stuff causes inflation.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
they're in tune with like
So the
if you
angle in
eat
it
right-
towards sensitivities.
Yeah, like the fuel.
okay.
The fuel you put in, you get clean fuel, you get clean energy, clean living.
I like the dirtiest of fuel. Going
That's
into
my
body.
problem. Yeah.
But yeah, man, their whole menu's on point, and it's all vegan. Like I get the barbecue twist platter, and that thing is, man, I get 2 of them sometimes because it's plants. You can eat as many of them as you want. It's really not going to blow up the bathroom like it would be if you ate 2 full platters of
I don't know.
barbecue, man. Like that would wreck you.
You don't
this
want to
actually
be
gets you,
downwind for me when I eat some broccoli. So there's some plants that will fuck you up in the digestive tract.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Cruciferous vegetables?
I suppose so.
What did you say? Jesus who?
these are
I
good.
said cruciferous vegetables.
Is that really a word?
Yes. That's like Brussels
Can I
sprouts.
challenge Josh? I need
should.
to judge here.
You should
sir.
challenge him.
I am challenging that word, sir.
You
Okay,
lose.
well, that you have to look it up then.
Then I give up.
It's a word.
You win.
Oh wait, it's a word.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know it's a word. You guys said it.
Cruciferous.
I'm on your back.
Yeah. Oh
You're
yeah,
on his
baby.
I've got your back. I've got your back. I'm on your back.
I'll look.
It's a little different conversation if you're on his back.
Ron and I are doing it right now. That's
Oh,
what
nice,
that's what's
nice.
happening.
With cruciferous
got-
vegetables all
We got
around.
weird. We got weird in studio.
Uh,
Oh, we can't smoke in mirrors at this time because Hemp's can't recording up there.
that's okay.
Completely forgot about
So
that.
cruciferous, relating to or denoting plants of the cabbage family. Fuck you, Adam.
Broccoli's not the cabbage family, though. is it?
Yeah, broccoli isn't a cruciferous.
Boom!
It just
That's
made me
what I
think.
meant.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, bitch.
Vegan food. So I've eaten vegan food before, but I've never had anything that like blew me out of the water. Like barbecue is an example. I'm a huge barbecue fan, a Carolina style barbecue fan, and I don't know if I could eat some vegan
It's
Carolina
there, man.
barbecue.
That's the spot. If you're gonna do it, I would try it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
the best vegan thing I ever had one time is there was this food truck that had vegan pizza rolls.
Mm.
Oh my god, it was they were
Yeah.
so good.
I mean, my brother's a vegan, so he introduced me to a lot of good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good places that are doing it. I mean, especially in Chicago, there's so many vegan spots, but this one tops it all because they've been doing it for longer. They got
30
tried and
years
true
is nuts.
recipes.
probably like
man.
the first one around, first
Yeah.
vegan
Before the
restaurant.
fad. Yeah,
Way
that was
back.
Way
man.
before, yeah.
And people are like, "What is that?"
What is that? Is that
What's a
vegetarian?
vegan?
No.
Like,
You mean you don't wear leather?
Yeah, but there's like
Kind
a
of.
lot of good stuff out there. Way beyond the bland like tofu. That's what everybody thinks of. For like,
Ugh,
this-
I hate tofu.
I like tofu.
Ugh,
I mean,
so soft and mushy. I don't
Drowning
know.
in miso soup.
yeah,
Tofu's
that's what
good.
I'm saying.
Me
I mean,
so
if you just
horny.
season it right, I mean, it could taste like anything.
Yeah.
I had some pretty good vegan snacks this weekend. They were Oreos. They were great.
Vegan Oreos? Banoreos?
Wait, Oreos are vegan.
Oreos are vegan?
They are. I know. It blew my mind too. And they are fucking vegan. They'll still make you
gelatin
fat.
stuff
So no
in there,
butter, no milk.
None of that.
No. Interesting.
They are
What the hell are
fake
they?
cookies.
Cardboard?
Interesting.
Andrea introduced me to the most delicious thing I have ever eaten as far as like a pastry.
I bet it should be. Hey-o.
No, she did a fried Oreo.
Oh,
Now it's not fried in like grease or anything. It's just air fried, but it's an air fried puffed pastry. Inside is now a like gelatinized Oreo inside.
I want one.
sounds interesting.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. I wonder if she has what she needs up there to make it. Let me text her and ask.
Make them now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to mom.
Make
Kids are
fried
asleep. What are you
Oreos
doing?
now.
Deep fried. I've deep fried Oreos.
So what was the name of the vegan place again?
This is the original Soul Vegetarian. It's
Nice.
on 203 East 75th Street,
Okay.
Chicago.
Cool.
Yes.
That was number 7. So number 6.
Number 6.
Ah,
This is another jerk spot. I mean, because I just got the pension for it, and they're doing it good at a lot of places all over Chicago. But this is a Tropical Island jerk. This is on 553 East 79th Street in Chicago. This spot's good because they got the lunch, man, for $8.75, and they give you a gang of grub. You get, let me see, you get the red beans and rice. You get 2 sides. You can get the mac and cheese, yams, plantains, mixed greens. They got the green beans, the garlic potatoes, stir fries, corn, man. And this is the spot if you want to try it. They got the jerk catfish. That's my go-to.
Jerk
But
catfish.
the curry goat. I don't know if you ever had goat, but this is the spot to get it, man. I've been to a lot of good Ethiopian spots, but they do good curry goat at this jerk spot here.
So this is
Super
an
good.
Ethiopian Caribbean fusion restaurant?
No. This has nothing to do with Ethiopia. This is just a jerk spot. It's not
I
a
see.
tropical island
Okay.
jerk spot, but they do it because the lunch, man. It's $8.75, and you get 2 sides and a drink. You got all the choices, man. The lambs, the plantains.
How's the neighborhood there?
It's all right. It's all right. Keep your head down. Keep it moving.
He's like,
We're all decent because I've been to
You're
some
white.
rougher spots. You know, I've been even, but it's not.
Got it.
It's not terrible. You know, if you're there
Passing-
for purpose
passing
and you
through,
move with a
or-
purpose, you're not going to catch any real flack. You know, like I said, if you're looking for trouble, you can find it.
So
Drop
anyone
it
that
down.
talks of dumbass Adam goes walking down the streets of Chicago to hit up these 10 places.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
So
roll
if
up
anyone's
on it.
asking, I just say I'm going to this restaurant. Just
Just
hey,
be like, yo, I'm just trying to grab us some plate over here. He's like, here's the Chicago slang, right? You just be like, what down, Joe? What up? What's going? You got a black and mild? And then if they say yeah or no, that's how you can gauge them. Or you just keep it moving. You say, man, I'm too busy. You know, I just got to keep it moving.
dude,
Just
that's
keep it moving.
cool. We got
That's
some
it. What
street
down, Joe?
lingo.
I sound like I'm gonna go instead of taking money out of the ATM. I'm gonna go get a bunch of black and miles here. Black and miles.
Pass them out. Be
Black
like,
and
hey,
mild.
man,
What
that's
down,
it.
Joe?
Hey,
Yeah, what down, Joe?
What down, Joe? Black and mild.
What down,
No,
Joe?
Ron, come on. You say it like this
That's
stereotypical white guy. What down, Joe?
What down, Joe? How are you? Would you like a black and mild?
Is your name Joe?
I was told to look for a guy named Joe. Have you seen him?
and that was the last time we heard from Ron.
Would you like a black and mild?
But the food's worth it. The food's worth taking like a little knife blade or maybe some
There you
indirect gunfire. It's worth it. I mean, all these spots like it might. It's,
Well, as
it's a
long
little
as
rough
it's
and tumble.
indirect,
Yeah, you should be. Should be all right. Just keep your hat on straight. No solid colors, alternating colors.
Hawaiian shirts. That's a good
solid-
thing.
Yeah,
Does
just-
solid colors mean something, or you just
It depends on
blend
the-
into the
I mean,
night too
certain
well?
colors.
Well, I mean, if you got like an all red shirt on and all black pants, well then could be deemed as like flagging. Some gang style stuff.
Well,
So you want to
I'm
just
just
look
gonna
like
ask him.
mismatch. Look for the character of like Woody Harrelson in White Man Can't Jump. If you dress like him, like with the plaids.
Oh yes,
You're good?
Somebody's
and the
gonna mess with
backwards
you.
hat.
Yeah, exactly. Like most people, they'll just think you're the undercover cops. And then you just roll through. Just keep it moving. But like I said,
Is that okay that they think they just think you're the undercover cops? Just don't be a part of another gang.
right? Exactly.
You're
That's
less
exactly the
likely to
point.
get shot at.
Right. True.
I
True
like the
that.
part where he said you just take some indirect fire, and I'm like, well, as long as it's indirect, we'll be all
No
right.
big deal. Yeah.
At least they're not shooting. They're shooting over there. Well, they're not shooting at us. We'll be okay. Keep it moving.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. Keep
I don't have a perspective like that. There is never a scenario where gunshots near me, I don't address them. It'd be 2:00 in the morning. Is that a gunshot?
Mm.
Do I need to do anything?
I mean, I was
No,
on
I
a
don't think so.
spot on Polk. I was living on a spot on Polk, West Side. Literally a couple blocks from like CPD. There's a district headquarters there. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, I was getting ready to go to a job site, and I hear in the courtyard in between, like there's a vacant lot, and then like the next house is, 50-something feet away. Chicago. So bang, 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 bang. Gunshots racking off. Bang, 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 bang. You suck. You missed. Oh, shit, I'm going back home. I'm going to get some more bullets. And I'm sitting there just pouring my coffee. And it like didn't even dawn on me until like 15 minutes later when I'm actually walking out to the car like, oh, these guys were shooting guns at each other. Damn. Okay. That's what happened. You know what I mean? It was just, I was just going through my daily motions, man. It was pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild spot. But
Man. The worst
super
thing in
fun.
my
I mean,
day to
up on
day
your
is
toes.
like fucking old people in the left lane. Like that's as bad as my day gets. Get the fuck out of my way. Speed up. God damn it, move. That's the most stressed I get.
I did ask Andrea, I said, hey, do we have what we need to make fried Oreos? She goes, no, but that's so random. Damn, no fried Oreos.
That doesn't sound random for fat people, man. I'm fat. This is shit we say every day. All right, that was number 6.
that
Was that 6?
That's
Yeah.
Tropical Island Jerk, 553 East 79th Street, Chicago. Get the curry goat. It's good.
All right, so we're going to take a break here in studio, but we've got some jams. So give us a little bit of... So this is not our typical Truphonic music we're playing this week. This is something special. This is one of Hemp's cousins, right?
This is the smooth jams of Gollypotch. This is the most lovely band you'll ever hear. They have about a 3-hour set list, 3 sets. They rock it out.
Where can you
They're
find them
highly
at?
technical. You can find these guys on Gollypotch Official on YouTube.
Spell it out. Golly.
GOLLYPOTCH.
Huh.
Gollypotch. It's a mythical creature they came up with when they were kids. And this mythical creature has evolved into this 3-piece band that is some of the most cold-blooded licks you'll ever hear put down. I mean, it's
awesome.
free flow, it's acid jazz, it's a little bit of everything. It's got it all. You know, they do your favorite jukebox joints and the most mystical improvisations you'll ever hear.
Hell yeah.
They're super cool. And booking, if you guys want to book them, I think they're global. They'll go international for the right money. But I'm
So
just
will I.
saying. But yeah, exactly. So will I too. But that's besides the point. You can book them at, let's see, gollypotchbooking@gmail.
Sweet.
This entire show's just been one long advertisement for different places.
Well, good. Tonight it has, yeah.
Yeah.
Are these restaurants paying you for this, sir? No.
All right.
Not yet.
All right,
They
we'll be
might.
back
They
after the
might.
break.
Free play deliver.
Oh, is everybody else really fucking hungry? Everybody else really hungry? Is it just me?
Nah, actually
Man.
I'm not. Amazingly enough.
Hemp, this list is pretty rad. It's not exaggerating. I am actually hungry though. I ate a lot of food before I got here, and I'm now
I know.
very
I
hungry.
just had, when Hemp was setting up in here, I was actually still eating my spaghetti. I'm like, God damn, I can still go for some more food right now.
Yeah. They
Man.
get better too. These last ones are the tops. And I got
Are
a
they?
couple honorable mentions.
So Hemp,
Well, there's a
Amazing.
twist.
So real quick, who was Tell us about that band again. I know it was your cousin.
That band. Oh yeah, that's Gollypotch.
Gollypotch.
That's Gollypotch, man. They're about to take over the whole Florida circuit, man. They do cover bands with their originals. They do 3-hour sets. They're open for booking. You can find them at gollypotchband@gmail.com. That's GOLLYPOTCH POTCHBAND@gmail.com.
That's awesome. It's not even the cheesy, easy plug. I listen to a lot of like jazzy, jammy instrumental music. I'm going to pull that from our Gmail and listen to it.
Oh man, these guys, they're slamming.
They have a Bandcamp up or something where we can go buy some of their music, or
not yet, man. They just originally started because they had like a singer and then they parted ways. So now they're like, we don't need a singer, we don't need a vocalist. We're just gonna do it on our own. We're gonna do it from the music side of it because they've been playing together for like 13 years, since they were kids. So most mainstream bands don't stay together that long. Blink-182 was only together for like 5 7 years.
That's
but I'm
because
just saying,
Lunatic, what's his name?
Sure. But I'm saying like they got the chemistry. Like their stuff is on the fly. Like when they go into a set, it's just like loosely. Here's our covers, and we're just gonna blend them, and we're gonna go. And they do the mashups, and their timings are just on cue.
That's cool.
It's got the gel.
I call him. What's the lead singer of Blink-182? What's his name?
No idea.
I don't know. I just knew the drummer. The drummer was the Barker guy.
Tom DeLonge?
Tom DeLonge. That's it, yeah.
DeLonge, that's it.
So, of course, now he doesn't sound so crazy because of what he did, but he branched off and went into this whole, like, he quit the band to go do this UFO shit. Like, before all this undisclosure information recently came out.
A friend of mine was telling me about this. It didn't even put the two together. I didn't know where you were going with that. Now I know what you're talking about.
He's like 100% on board with this, disclosure and all this release of information.
Absolutely. He's a disclosure believer.
To the stars or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember the group he went to, but if they work with like SETI and some other folks, but now he's not so crazy because guess what? The military has officially said, there is shit we don't know what it is flying around in our spaces. Yes, correct. So, hey, go figure.
Wow. Sorry, Ham. So we have a little thing that we do after break.
Sex.
Do a quick orgy, and then after the bukkake, welcome to being the center. After that, though, if you could just run down. Just highlight the names of the restaurants, maybe 10 through 6, just kind of recap. Okay. It's just, if you guys are having a good time, if you're enjoying the show, just check out twisted10.com/shop. We got some cool new merch stuff that's up there, so you want to rock the show a little bit, little one time.
I'm pimping my V-neck right now, Josh.
I know. I like it. Look, I like... Look, that's like samples are in, man. I think that's a winning shirt. I know you're not on board with the V-neck, but it looks good on you.
Don't look good in
V-necks. I'm telling you, it looks good on you. I'm telling you. And I'm not even trying to get laid. Like I'm just, I mean,
it's a sure thing.
Fits you well.
Yeah. I mean, why you got to try?
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, recap and then just take us away for the rest.
All right, man. We got at number 10. That was the Jerk Taco Man. It's at 4001 West Jackson Boulevard, Chicago. Number 9, we had Elliot's Augusta Pizza and Grill. That's located at 4400 West Augusta Boulevard in Chicago. Get the meatloaf on a Wednesday. Get the special.
Yeah, get the meatloaf.
Get that. Then we have Alice's Soul Food at 5638 West Chicago Avenue. They're on hit. Go get it. Get the liver and onions. Get the smothered steak. It's all good.
And apparently get some chicken fried rice.
Yeah, they got it all there. They do a little bit of everything. You want an egg roll on the side, they'll do it.
That's cool.
A little sweet and sour on dunk the steaks. I don't know, whatever. But then we had number 6. No, sorry, number 7. 7 was the original Soul Vegan Restaurant. That's located at 203 East 75th Street. They've been doing it for 30 years. They'll probably do it for another 30, 40 more. They were doing it before it's trendy, so they got the good stuff. Go there, check it out. Get the Twisted Barbecue plate.
Hey, that's kind of on brand there. I see what you did.
Yeah,
there's the twist.
And that's our whole budget. Like we have, they named a meal after us, and that's all we got.
Go get it. It's worth it. And then let's see. Oh yeah, and this number 6 was another Tropical Island Jerk. That is at 553 East 79th Street in Chicago. Go there. That's the spot. They got the lunch specials, $8.75. You get 2 sides and a drink. It's on hit. Get the curry goat.
Yeah,
curry goat.
It's good.
Nice. I've had goat in Afghanistan.
It's funny. I had some. That's the last place I had some.
I think that's the only place I've ever eaten goat. I think Afghanistan was the only place
man.
I've ever had. It's all right. It tastes good. It was just really chewy.
Right? Yeah.
Were you there because you were recruited by the Taliban?
It's classified. I can't answer.
It's classified. Yes. Like it.
So This takes us to number 5 on the list.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the only chains. This is the chain spot that I put on the list, just because it can get off the chain at any second.
I see
If
what
you
you're
go-
saying.
if you go to
got it.
a Harold's Chicken in Chicago, they got late night chicken shack. You can be popping off. You can be in a World Star hip hop video at any second.
You say Harrows, Haros?
Harold's.
Oh, Harold's.
Yes, Harold's, like Uncle Harold's Chicken. Harold's Chicken. Any Southside location, they'll get it popping.
Nice.
So where do you park in these places? That's what.
I'm
Nobody
any
really
parking advice?
Is Chicago a city where
Should
nobody
you
really
Uber?
drives?
Should you Uber
People
there?
are driving everywhere. They're driving stupid as hell, and they're hitting potholes, and you're breaking your shit up. People will ram you. Funny story. I used to live in Cicero, and like there was like this was like before haters were like on the internet trolls, right?
Yeah.
So there were haters. They had ram squads. So like young kids would go out and see people in fancy cars, and they had the old station wagons, and
Are
they
you
would
fucking
ram
kidding?
you. Oh man! And I used to always.
the essence
It's
of
so crazy, man.
culture,
I used to
cancel
always
culture.
drive like old Cadillacs, and I used to be worried, like, because I would keep my stuff clean. Like somebody's gonna come, fucking ram squad. I'd have to look out for him, and literally, like, I'm bombing through alleys trying to get away from these dudes trying to just ram your car.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's wild, man. They were out there doing it like that. But that was like
It sounds like Mad Max.
late '90s. It could be.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is kind of Mad
Max-ish.
Max.
It is, but it's fun. You know, it keeps it interesting.
Welcome to Thunderdome,
We
bitch.
don't
But yeah, that
need
Harold's
another
Chicken's
There
quick.
you go.
I just threw
hero.
Harold's Chicken on there just because, you know, it's like a staple if you want.
Is that a chain just
Chicago?
Chicago chain?
I'm pretty
or?
sure.
'Cause I'd never heard of it down
They
here.
might be everywhere. I don't
We
know.
got Popeyes.
But
Actually, I take
Harold's-
that back. There's a fucking place I haven't eaten yet here in Titusville called, forgive me, Floyd Have Mercy.
That's awesome.
That's the name of the restaurant.
Floyd have mercy.
Oh, is this on US One?
Yes.
Man, I saw a sign for that.
Sounds
like
kind of yummy.
4 days ago. Like, is it new?
Or is it Lloyd Have Mercy?
I think it's Lloyd Have Mercy.
Oh, Lloyd have
It is
mercy.
Lloyd. It is Lloyd Have Mercy, not Floyd. Whatever. Close enough.
because I laughed.
Just
Lloyd have mercy.
not at the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still.
That's awesome.
It's just the name is. I want to try it. That sounds like one of those
I'll go
places
to
you want to
that.
go to just because you need to go there.
My mother-in-law, she spent something like 25 years working at diners, up in upstate New York, where they're from, and now if we go anywhere, like if we go with if I'm with that family, we don't, or that side of the family, we don't ever eat it like big chain. We'll go out of our way to eat at a diner with somebody's name on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's awesome. Diner food across the country, pretty consistent. Not gonna lie, it's pretty.
It is. I've been
That's a
to
good point.
some diners in New Jersey. I was doing like expedite shipping, and man, New Jersey's diners. It's like any other one. Where was it at? Newark. I think it was Newark. And it was just like a vicious cycle. I was doing like airport runs, and every diner was exactly the same with the same stereotypical waitress. You know, it's the same midnight with the same lemon meringue
like
pie
Waffle
spinning in
House.
there for. Yeah, it definitely was, but it was like a bizarre loop. You know, it was like 2 weeks I did like these little airport runs, and man, it was pretty intense with the diners.
Flo.
The diner coffee.
Her name's always Flo.
Yeah, Flo or
Excuse me, Flo.
What's the soup du
Julia.
jour?
It's the soup of the day.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I'll have that.
for sure.
Dumb and Dumber throwback. We
Please
had to
fix
do
it, him. Please take it.
Okay, we're going. We're moving on.
That happens in
Number
here all the
5.
fucking time.
So now we're jumping into number 4. This spot is a really, really cool spot. Speaking of diners, this is a retro grill. This is by a local Chicago hip hop artist named Mickey Halstead. And my brother's worked with some projects on him, but he did a great little throwback shake shop. They do like burgers, shake shop, wings. Him and his brother had a Lighthouse whole food grill, which is made the healthier style, right? So then, like, you know, once a week, every couple of weeks, they would throw down on just like the most unhealthy stuff you could eat, and they came up with this concept like this could really go someplace, right? So then they opened up their first spot was their Hyde Park, and yeah,
Hyde Park. I've heard that before.
mhm, yeah, it's by Chicago campus, University of Chicago.
This is a nicer area, Hyde Park.
Yeah, it's
Do we have a Hyde Park
nice
in
down.
Orlando?
It's
We
by
must have
the-
a Hyde Park in Orlando too.
yeah.
I know that name. Like
It's near.
Yes.
There's a Hyde Park
Ah.
in London too, isn't it? Like Scotland Yard and Hyde Park or something.
oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Jack the Ripper or something. References. I don't
Hell
know.
yeah.
But yeah, they got a spot in Hyde Park, and it's
I think
really
we did this.
really
We should
good.
sit on him.
But I get the sloppy avocado burger, man, when I go there, because
Sounds like a girl I dated in high school.
just as
Sloppy
messy, probably just
avocado?
as messy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
sloppy avocado burger. Get
Yeah, I
that.
never
Just
got
as
into
bad.
avocados.
This is a Mickey's Retro Grill in Hyde Park. It's on 83rd. They got one in Hyde Park. They got one on 83rd and Stony Island as well. But yeah.
I never got into avocados, man. It wasn't my thing.
Okay.
I was in Colombia, country of avocados, and I just never acquired that taste.
That's
I
good. They
guess.
put the fried egg on it too, so it makes it even better.
Sounds
So
delicious.
tell
Yeah,
me
it's-
all about this sloppy avocado sandwich.
It's good, man. They got the special Southwest sauce. I'm not sure the ingredients. I think it's a secret recipe, but they do I think it's a 1/3 pound burger.
Or it's like a burger. Cool.
Yeah, it's a burger. I think you can get a triple stack. In fact, I think I've eaten a triple stack there
Jesus.
with the avocado slice.
That's a pound of food, by
And
the
then
way.
they, well,
3 1/3.
I mean, yeah, and then you throw the egg on top just to top it off and make it all messy.
Oh, you need your protein.
course,
yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. I go with that. They got good shakes, man. Hand dip shakes, malts, old school. But it's a retro diner, and he opened a spot in Atlanta as well.
Is it all like chromed out stainless steel?
It is. You
You got neon light panels.
It's a complete throwback for sure.
What are those things called? Something stream. Airstreams.
Like an Airstream.
Yeah, the old school like actual trailers that were diners, like a full like 38-foot fucking Airstream
Yeah.
trailer that has been completely converted into a diner,
Mm.
like kitchen and everything. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yes. So that's Mickey's Retro Grill in Hyde Park. Now we'll move down to. Let's see, I did these out of order here.
Oh, that sounds like
Ron.
Yeah, it sounds like
Ron.
us.
So let me see.
Ron
Okay.
said us. And both Josh and I said Ron.
So we're at number 3. Now this one might give me some flack because this one technically is in Cicero, Illinois. But this,
look,
this
you
is
ain't gonna
the-
get
You
any
said
flack
you're
out of
from
us.
Cicero, so
Yeah, yeah.
or
What's the proximity?
You
How
lived
far?
there before.
yeah, I lived in Cicero before. This is why I get to shout out. This is the spot to go if you want a beef sandwich in Chicago, an Italian beef sandwich. If you're not going to this spot, you're doing something wrong. Most people want to go to like Al's Beef, but that is just like last time I had the unfortunate pleasure of eating an Al's Beef sandwich. It didn't work out right.
Is this one of those rivalries between like beef places?
Sounds
No, this is
They've
just
got
this is
beef.
just authentic. This is just authentic because no, we
That
got
was the
beef.
whitest joke you ever made.
We
I just
got
want you
beef.
to know.
Boom.
We do got beef. Number 3's got beef, but this is Scatchell's Beef. It's at 4700 West Cermak in Cicero, Illinois. I included it because the CTA Pink Line stops right there, so it's just a quick train ride. You're pretty much in the city anyway. Like the line is literally a couple blocks. But this place was started in 1953 by Eddie Scatchell, and it's on hit, man. You go there, it's the ultimate beef spot. You go there, you get the beef. You tell them to dunk it, and you get the cheese on the side. You take your messy sandwich. You get some fries too. Take your messy sandwich. You walk over to the standing only counter, and you're gonna fuck your shirt up. You're gonna get stuff everywhere. But
my
it doesn't
kind of place
matter.
to eat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because it tastes good, And make sure they dunk it, man. You get the sweet peppers too on the side.
What does that mean? Dunk it.
They put the beef sandwich on the Toronto bread. It's got to be the Toronto roll. If you're not eating on Toronto roll, you're wrong.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
just the way it
Fuck
is.
the
And then you
Al's,
dunk
right?
the shit, and then you take the whole sandwich, right? Put the beef on there. I put the pepper. Tell them to put the peppers in it, and then they just dunk it. Dunk it
In
in
what,
the
like an
juice, in the
au
au jus juice,
Ah.
and they'll wrap it up and they'll give it
Oh.
right to you. So it's got everything. It's
Yummy.
messy. It's messy. It
Josh was once quoted for saying
hits everything.
au jus is the best cologne ever.
It works in this neighborhood. This neighborhood, it'll work too.
Next weekend he
it'll go
met his
over.
wife. So
Oh,
I mean,
man.
For sure, it definitely works. But yeah, that's Scatchell's Beef. It's over on 4700 West Cermak.
I'm so fucking hungry.
So wait, that's your
Yeah, I'm
home.
really starting to get hungry now.
So that's your hometown, right? That's your.
Let's order pizza for the
Yeah, I lived in Cicero for a little while. Yeah, I move around the city.
That's fair. All right. So
Fun, cheap rents.
What's cheap? What's cheap?
yeah, what
rent?
is cheap in Chicago?
1,700, maybe.
Yeah, that's cheap.
He's like 1,700 if you're
1700.
blowing somebody.
1700
No
if
way.
you're, like sharing a bathroom with 17 other people.
That's
No, it's like hostel prices.
I was gonna say hostel, yeah.
Nice.
Nah,
Man, I
rent's,
couldn't.
rent's rough. But
I hated
opportunities
living
to make
in a
money.
city.
But-
And the biggest city I've ever lived in is Tampa. I don't know,
I was
man.
not a fan. Yeah, I was not a fan. I lived in Bogota, but that's a little different. I was a foreigner.
Sure.
That's a 10 million person city. It's a big ass city, but I
No.
was restricted in certain. I couldn't go to certain things. Whatever.
Not only were you a foreigner, you were like the exotic, sexy foreigner that people wanted.
Well, the guys didn't think I was sexy but that's an after show conversation.
It sounds like that's an after show conversation. Off the mic.
Me and that wife are already divorced. We're good.
It's fine. We can tell all that dirt.
Yeah. So here we go. What are we on? Number 2.
Oh, number 2.
This spot, I hold this near and dear to my heart because when I'm having a bad day, I gotta go here and I get one of these little menu items. Right. This place is called Cherub's Cafe. It's at 2524 West Fullerton in Chicago. This spot is like your grandmother's living room. You walk into it, they got knickknacks and lace doilies,
Really?
hard-ass wooden furniture, like cherubs everywhere, like figurines, naked baby angels everywhere, over the top, graphic pictures of just, cherubs shooting each other with arrows and bullshit. But it just reminds me of like an old retirement home living room or something, But they got the $2.50 steak tacos all day.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm
they got-
sensing a theme.
And they got the best horchata that I've ever had, hands down. I don't know what
Horchata?
they put in
Oh,
it.
that's a big
What is
claim.
that?
I love me some horchata.
It's 100% the best horchata I've ever had anywhere.
What is horchata?
Horchata is like a rice milk cinnamon. It's the leftover from like
Wow.
a bowl of cinnamon
Rice milk
toast
cinnamon.
crunch.
Okay.
It's good.
It's so fucking
It's so good.
good.
It's
Not
like
what
a
I was
cinnamon,
expecting.
Oh my god.
like milk rice drink.
I didn't know what it was at first.
Rice
I thought
milk
I heard
drink, but-
Ron. I heard whore and chowder.
No,
Like,
no.
ooh, that's
I love
horchata.
some good horchata.
That's not
Horchata.
soupy.
My
Whoa.
my Spanish is a little rusty, but yeah, it's the horchata, man. You can go there just for the horchata, and it's well worth it. But the $2.50 tacos, man, you can't go wrong there.
Hell yeah.
But definitely worth the trip for
Where's
the horchata.
is that in
alone.
a
And,
decent part of town, or
yeah, I mean,
you expect your grandmother to live in a decent part of town?
I mean,
Maybe.
Not in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
it's decent. I mean, you can go there. You ain't gonna get no flack. But I think she also goes to the farmers market. I think she's still doing a stand over there. I don't know. I haven't been back. And since the COVIDs and all that, I don't know what the regs are and how their farmers markets are going, but I don't think they're doing them. But that's originally how I found the
Probably heard
spot.
that
I found the horchata and I just
industry.
followed it back to the restaurant because the
Nice.
horchata was good. And then it's like $2 tacos, man, steak tacos, chicken, shrimp. They got vegan options there as well. But yeah, man, that's Cherub's Cafe,
I'm
2524 West Fullerton. Go for the horchata.
I go pull it.
It's
So
worth it.
I found horchata. This is a fun story.
All I can hear is horchata.
It was out
Horchata.
it was out in Tampa. There's a spot out there called Taco Bus. Remember Taco Bus?
Yeah, I do. I think
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a
you
few
took
of
me
them.
there.
There's 3 of them. I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
They're open until 4. They stay at they're near bars. They're so good. And the original Taco Bus is literally a bus.
That's
You
awesome.
walk up to the driver's side window and you order, and then you don't find a table. There's no tables. It's just a gravel parking lot. It's
You
it's
eat
awesome.
wherever you're standing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
leave. That's how it works. You get your food, you fucking go home because it's 3 a.m. But no, they have horchata, and we went right before closing. I don't remember what food I got, and no surprise, I was wasted. So they're like, "Hey,
What?
do you like horchata?" And I said, "I can't pronounce it." Yes. And then they gave me a big 64-ounce cup of this
Nice.
stuff. And I was like, whatever. I get in the car, and I wasn't driving, but I may have had a straw-based road beverage. And I picked up my horchata, and I got just this sweet cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. Ugh.
You
And
find
it
a
was
good
just
one.
divine. And I drank. It was like 8 miles from Taco Bus to the guy's place where I was staying.
Is it? It is a drink, not like a
No,
it's
it's a-
soup.
It's
It's a drink. It
is a drink.
It's an ice
Okay,
drink.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's cold.
Oh,
served
all right.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a cold beverage.
I'm picturing a whole different thing now.
No,
Okay.
Mhm.
so I've made it at the house before. As an example, I took a blender, just took my home blender, and I filled it with water and rice. I forget the measurements, but full of water, put some rice in there,
Mhm.
closed it. I blended the rice, and then I let it sit overnight. And all the starches and everything came out of the rice. And then I just took the rice water,
Mhm.
added ingredients, added ice, horchata.
Hmm.
It's super good. There's no
So
dairy.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
good.
it. I get it wherever I can now. If horchata's on the menu, I'm going to try it.
Mhm. This is the spot to go.
Fuck yeah.
It's worth the trip.
I got a new thing I get to taste. I've never had one of those before.
We have a really
Never even
good.
knew about it until tonight.
We've got a really good horchata place here in not horchata place, but they have really good horchata down in Melbourne. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
sweet.
take away from Hemp's list because he's got really cool Chicago stuff. But
It would be ironic if the name of your place was his number one.
that would be
This spot is the number 1 spot
Ooh, this is if you're going to go anywhere in Chicago.
I mean,
It's
this
gonna
is
be
like
this place.
the little hidden gem that's like tucked off. Like you wouldn't know. It's actually on the longest street in Chicago too. So if you just happen to be on the
Sweet.
south end of Western Avenue in the area of 10754, you're gonna hit up DeCola's Seafood. Now, this spot has been here since 1933 in the family-run seafood market. It used to be like a delicatessen. Like they had more grocery style stuff, but they've adapted to the neighborhood. And this is the spot that it takes EBT and they'll fry anything for you for 10 cents. But they got the
Like
hits. Man. They
Oreos?
got, like whatever you want to throw in the fryer, they'll do it for 10 cents. So you can buy the food, skate the little rule where you can't buy cooked food with the EBTs, and then you just, you pay the nickel.
That's
Or
cool,
penny.
man.
Ah,
But
look at that.
they got the fresh fish, man. It comes in daily. But that's where I go to get all my crab legs and all that. Like that's flown in. It's top notch seafood. It's like a little hidden gem, man. Down on the low end.
I love
Western,
myself some
go south.
Alaskan king crab.
It's good.
King
It's
crab.
good. It's the hundreds they call that. That's near the wild hundreds. So
What's that mean?
wild hundreds.
No, I knew what it meant.
Yeah, they're wilding out. They're just wilding out, man. It's wild west. We're talking about the Mad Max. It's wild.
Fuckers.
It's the wild
Josh
hundreds.
is crying. He's crying.
What up, Joe?
What down, Joe? What down, Joe? We down
What
here.
up, Joe?
I didn't know that was a term.
Wild
Western-
hundreds.
Yeah, no, it's the wild hundreds.
Wild hundreds.
They just get wild over there. That's just basically all it is.
So
It's-
be careful when going to this place.
Yeah, DeCola's it's good. They know, they respect it. They respect the game that they're pushing. So you're not gonna get messed with. Just get your seafood.
As long as you just get the
Just carry,
seafood.
carry your to-go bag with you. So
That's
able to
it.
just
Yeah.
show it to everybody.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
Would you like a black and mild?
That could work too. That could work pretty much
We're
anywhere.
going to get that drop. It's going to be a button for us, Ron. You saying that.
Awesome.
That's what it is. So that's the list right there. Is the DeCola is just a simple fact that if you're down on your luck and you got the food stamps, you just hit it hard. Get the shrimp. Get whatever.
It's awesome. After this
Fry it
past
up.
year too, that never hurts.
It doesn't.
No, fuck the last year. But no, dude, that's a great list.
That's fun, dude. Thanks.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
That's a very
Oh,
intense
man,
local
I am
flavor.
so hungry
Yeah.
right now.
For
Oh.
sure.
I got bourbon.
Bonafide spots.
That would just be worse.
You don't want Ron drinking right now. No.
I kind of do.
No, he's gonna drive.
I'll take 2 fingers. That won't give me do nothing. That's what she said.
Just when Ron said he'll take 2 fingers, he looked at him like this. He looked right at his 2 fingers, holding them up in front
Is
of his
that
face.
2 fingers? Or is that 3?
I'll take 2 fingers.
I think I can handle two.
Oh man. No, Hemp, that was a fucking good list. I like the local flavors from Chicago, and
Yeah,
I mean
they're all bona fide spots, man. You won't be disappointed that if you can't find something that you like on any of these menus, and you don't like food because they're all doing it to the extreme.
I like the vegan toss you did in there too.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
got
a
some-
good deal.
Got some
there.
coverage for our vegan or our
For sure.
meat people who don't enjoy the meats. The meats.
That's
out
the
there.
spot.
And just think, most of these places don't require you to bring a gun.
They don't.
Most.
Are there any that do require? Was there?
Honestly, so
Like literally
honest disclaimer,
Recommended.
is
No,
there
okay.
like anything on this list that you're like, maybe you should use caution? Like, is there anything on here that you're just like, don't go alone?
I mean, the time of day, you want to be like, just use your common sense. If you don't have any, use somebody else's.
So like 9:30 in the morning, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get there when they're open, high traffic hours. I mean, Google's is everything. Check them out on Google, see when the most people are there, and then that way you're covered. There's less opportunity that
And
you might get into something.
we don't have these problems.
Yeah,
We don't.
And these
We
aren't
don't.
really
No,
problems.
not
It was
really.
just like a little flair I tried to bring to it.
No,
I mean,
that's
there's
awesome.
good people everywhere, and there's good food everywhere, and like, just kind of be like, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Go there because it's worth the trip to check it out. Go get it.
I've been to Nashville a few times, and Nashville has a few spots that are awesome to eat in
Mhm.
areas that are, more the outskirts of Nashville, or kind of, well, really more around downtown. That can be a little rougher.
Tampa has a
Yeah.
few of those down Ybor, like in the Ybor City area of Tampa. There's a couple restaurants that are off that main strip. Like 3 streets in Ybor are really where you stay. And
Yeah.
if you get past those 3 streets on either end, then it's
But
really rough
downtown
area.
Orlando,
But
at least used to be the same way. I know
like
they've been
Church
trying
Street.
gentrification, right? Just learned that word.
Gentrification,
That's been happening there too. But back in the day when we would go, I mean, the one street, okay, here, cool to right here. Go to the next street and risk your fucking life.
In case anybody was wondering, Ron's super hard. He's been to Church Street in Orlando and Nashville.
And prayed.
Nice. You want to know one of the wildest spots?
What down, Joe? What it down,
What down, Joe? You go to east. You go to like the Walmart in West Memphis, and that shit's popping. I stopped there a couple nights, like expedite shipping, and yeah, man, they get crazy over there too.
Damn,
that's great.
At the Walmart.
But that's it.
Some places around the world, around the U.S., Walmart is like the center of the town.
A lot of places, places you wouldn't think that, like, wow, I can't believe I just saw that in a Walmart parking lot. Portland, I was up by Portland. It's like renegade camping, doing some research. And, yeah, man, that was just bizarre. I seen some weird stuff going on there. Like, not even, like, super bizarre. It was super bizarre because it was, like, had to do with like dressing up pets in outfits and like
what?
Guy in a basket. He had wicker baskets stacked up.
No, wait, let's save this.
Yeah, we can save
This is some after show conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Adam, there's actually a reason Walmarts in some places are very central like that. This is kind of fun. I recently read Sam Walton's book. Sorry, let me just, all this hood shit that him's talking about, let me tell you about the books that I've read.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could have said Walton's.
As long as you're smoking a Black and Mild, you'll play it off.
But, oh, man. So Sam Walton, he's the founder of Walmart, but he was a huge believer in doing things for yourself. He was very, by the bootstraps, kind of old school. And he bought a 2-person plane. And he had he learned how to fly, and he had like a business partner learn how to fly. And they would go to new areas and they would fly around. And they would literally like, this place has no commerce. They have to drive too far. And that's how they found Walmart locations. They literally just low altitude flew around.
Yeah, that's a billionaire for you, because Google Maps could have done that too. Or are you talking about way before even
I'm talking
access
like
to the internet?
60, 70 years ago.
Okay,
like
all
that's,
right,
he just bought a little tiny thing. And
Copy. I guess Sam Walton's dead now, isn't he?
he is. He did pass away
Wasn't
in the
there always
90s.
like a Woolworth or a Five and Dime? Like, that's commerce. He choked out all
Fucking
those.
Woolworths.
Right?
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Nice.
That's a throwback right
It
there.
is.
Ron and I met when I was
Montgomery
16.
Ward.
We worked for a
Montgomery
Woolworth
Ward.
company. We
Yes,
worked for
Kenny Shoes.
Kenny Shoe Store, a Woolworth company. Yeah.
Tom McCann, Kenny
Interesting.
Shoes, Champs
Wow.
at the times. They were all Woolworth.
Hoffheimer's was Woolworth too, isn't it?
No, they were just their own kind
Didn't you have your radio jingle at some point in there? Wasn't that where that
That's
was at?
safe, beep, beep, and sound.
That's-
Absolutely.
that was my ad,
That was your
yeah.
commercial. Adam was in a commercial that played all the time on TV for a while. It was a car stereo place called Safe and Sound.
And I was it was for a car audio installation, like cool, thumping speakers. Sure. And I'm fucking in the mall working my day job, like I had a night job, but working my job in the mall, and I felt like such a fucking celebrity. These girls, these teenage girls. Now, granted, I was still a teenager myself, but they come running up to me. Are you the guy in the commercial on MTV? I'm like, yes, I am. And I look back at Ron. I still got it.
And sound. Yeah, you had just done
I was
that commercial.
such a surfer back then too. I had the fucking surfer cut.
You had the hair.
Yeah,
you were the guy with the
I
hair.
was the guy with the hair. All right, well, Hemp, that was a fucking good list, man. So
My first one.
Golly Potch is the band. What was
Golly
their
Potch.
What was
Golly
their URL
Potch.
or their? How do you get a hold
You
of
can
them
get a
or
hold
listen
of
to them?
at gollypotchband@gmail.com. That's GOLLYPOTCHBAND@gmail.com.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate that. I'm gonna go check out some more of their music as well. If they've got anything for sale, like in a Bandcamp or something, that'd be fucking awesome.
Man, I can get them to put something together real quick.
So you're in Discord. Hit
They're
us up.
pros, man. They're pros.
Yeah, let us know Discord if they get their
Yeah, I mean,
music
they,
up there.
They got the YouTube. That's great. I'm actually responsible for it. I got a bunch of promos I cut. I just haven't rendered them out and got them up.
I'll tell you what, man. We like to shake it up. So if you got any other tasty jams, you just throw them our way. I'm sure we can find a commercial break or something to.
Hemp does videography as well for his cousin's band, and dude, some of the stuff he does is insane. Like Tack, I know, our one of our former hosts is big into it. Like he does. This is like his hobby is doing video production stuff. Both him and his friend Jimmy, who's also a guest host of the show, and they're really good. Hemp's fucking fly-by-wire operation, whatever he does, is
I'm just
fucking
renegading
cool.
it, man. I just try to do all my stuff in camera. You know what
It
I mean?
looks
So I don't have
professional.
to
I mean, it doesn't look like it's
edit it
amateur
a
or
lot.
anything at all. It's
I
very
just-
impressive.
I don't know.
All
I don't know.
right.
I've always been a studier of film and overcritical, but I don't know. It feels good to get behind the camera and mess around.
Hell yeah. But you do good.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. We got anything else we want to plug before we get out of here?
Ron,
You want to plug
You
Ron?
plug Ron.
I'm on his back, man.
Nice.
All right.
You're
well,
like the monkey on my back.
Jesus. On behalf of the Twisted 10, we want to thank you for listening. Council members, thank you very much for your contributions. We appreciate it. On behalf of the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Josh.
Ron.
I'm Ron.
He's jamming out. And to our very special guest host for this week, thank you very much.
I'm Hemp. See you later.
There you go. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Yeah.